Dash runs away on his snowmobile and runs over the yellow spider from before. Okay. If the spiders are smart enough to avoid arrows and time its jumps to chomp on oncoming skiers, is it not out of the realm of possibility that the spider could time its jump to land on Dash's snowmobile and eat Dash that way? But no, Dash is just to run it over with his snowmobile, and it disintegrates into a million pieces.
Meanwhile,
Now a bunch of lunk-headed army dudes and a dickhead professor are coming over to rescue Doc. And these guys are filled with personality quirks, like the big guy who's scared of spiders.
Hey, Cap, you said we never have to go down there.
Yeah, Cap, I hate spiders. This is not a democracy, boys.
Or the grunts who can't shoot straight, or the evil professor who likes to talk like John Malkovich. Also, you'd think highly trained army guys could shoot a 4-foot wide target from 10 feet away with assault rifles. Don't forget the silent hand signals guy that makes no sense.
let's use our eyes to see.
But before that, they start wandering around the facility, and the captain spots some ketchup on the ground and decides that they should go in that direction. Wait, how does the captain know where he's going if they've never been inside this place before? Isn't this supposed to be a top secret government facility? And why are these army dudes just hanging out near a ski lodge in the first place? I guess the explanation is that they're there in case something goes wrong with the laboratory. But then again, that would be a pretty dumb idea, because anyone looking for a secret military lab could just drive up to the ski lodge and be like,
well, gee, there must be something important around here since there's a fully stocked barracks with hundreds of troops cycling in and out. Either that or this ski lodge is super high-end to have Navy SEALs defending it.
Anyway, one of the idiots gets his ass killed and it looks awful.
Don't shoot! He's dead already! Open fire!
They argue about what to do with the spiders and they leave. Smack.
Why don't you just do us a favor and you just stay out of this until the subjects are recovered? Then we'll debrief.
Fine.
What are you waiting for?
Doc gets back in her car and cue sciencey stock graphics and beeping noises. Big bar means bad. She says that Dr. Dick for Brains gave the spiders growth hormones in a surprised tone.
Accelerated the growth rate.
Like, yeah, what did you think? Were you even in the room with the Black Widow? Back at the resort, the coach from earlier is going up the chairlift, and now for whatever reason sounds like a total doofus.
Quitting time. One last run before dark.
All right, well, we'll meet you at the bottom.
And the movie is strongly hinting at his death. Okay, Coach Powderbrain is actually the biggest moron in this movie. Okay, so he sees one of the spiders on top of the chairlift and does absolutely nothing, but then when he sees the other spider on the next support beam, he jumps off and breaks his legs, allowing another spider to catch him and eat him. Why on earth would you risk jumping off and breaking your legs, letting one of the spiders eat you that much more easily when you just saw a spider not attack you when you went by on the ski lift? But that's better than jumping to your death. I would much rather roll the dice and hope the spider just ignores me like the previous one clearly did than jumping off, shattering both of my legs and getting eaten anyway. Also, this other dude just falls on nothing and dies like the idiot he is. Wow, this snow is really slippery. You're skiing. What did you expect? Now the spiders are killing off all the skiers. Oh no.
This is most unfortunate.
Uh-huh. Dirk Diggler Jr. and the gang get on the bus to try to escape the resort, but not before the Black Widow gets on top of the bus and starts trying to encase it in webs.
It's going to find a way in sooner or later.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. How do we make it stop?
This other idiot bumps his head on something, and now he needs medical attention or he's gonna die. They get the idea to open the bus door and trap the widow's legs in it. So Jack Horner has to act like he's gonna sacrifice himself to get all the young people out of the bus, but he doesn't actually sacrifice himself. He shows back up later in the film because the army guys save him.
Get out of here. Don't make me throw you out.
It's stuck!
Go.
So everyone is back up at the lodge hiding from the spiders, and they fight over who the leader's going to be because a group of 10 people need a leader.
Hey, who put you in charge? those things out there in 12 years in the Marines, unless you want the job.
I thought he was a snowboard skier, whatever. Was that before he shattered his leg during the skiing accident?
Broke my leg in the Olympic trials, and that was it.
When did he spend 12 years in the Marines? How old is Dash supposed to be in this movie? Why are we just learning about this now? Dash and Doc go downstairs to find stuff to help barricade themselves in, and Doc dumps some exposition on us.
We just salvaged some of the mitochondrial DNA from the remains and spliced it into modern spiders. Spider silk is an amazing material with unlimited industrial uses. It's stronger than steel, lighter than composites, with incredible elasticity. We were building bulletproof armor, non-lethal weapons.
They run up the stairs and look outside to see a 3D animation student's first attempt in Source Filmmaker.
You want to go outside?
Not anymore.
Nice fucking model!
It's like they couldn't just tell a guy to lay down for a few minutes. Whatever. Another spider corners them and Doc uses her fire extinguisher to stun it in place for a few seconds so they could just run past it. Back at the lodge, guy taps on a chair and it breaks in half. Wow, he's super strong. He should be in the Olympics. He sticks his head in the chimney and the green boy comes down and bites his head off. Doc tries to scare it away with a fire extinguisher but misses. So Dash picks up one of the deer heads and stabs it to death.
Race over, ugly. You lose.
It's dead! It's dead!
Hey, Doc. Nice rack.
After freeing Jack from the bus, the Marines and Professor Dick talk about what they're going to do with the spiders.
Well, those things attacked the resort. We tried to escape in the bus and we crashed.
That's impossible. These things should barely be moving at this temperature.
Hey, they're moving. They're moving and killing like nothing I ever saw.
Okay, Jim up. Figure out how to capture the others.
Capture them. We gotta go down there and blow those hairy mothers away.
Don't press your luck. You're alive.
Okay, so the rest of the film is so odd that I don't think any of you, if you haven't seen the movie yet, obviously, can guess how the movie ends if I gave you 1,000 tries. So Dash talks to the other ski instructor, and they say this out of nowhere.
Johnny,
Yeah, dude.
this could be the most radical ride of your life. Set up the avalanche cannon on my signal. Fire.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude, the avalanche cannon? No way, bro. Radical, gnarly. Now, I know that ski resorts have avalanche cannons to keep snow from building up on top of slopes, but I'm pretty sure it's just for sound, and they don't actually load the things with explosives. Where did they get the cannonballs from? Did Dash get them from his time in the Marines? So Dash has this great idea to lure the spiders up and down the slopes to distract them while everyone sets up the trap.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, man.
And leaving this guy in charge of a cannon. And everyone else sets the trap with these giant barrels full of goo so the spiders will stop and eat the goo. And they never explain what this goo is other than it's spider food. Now, okay, I'm just spitballing here, right off the top of my head. You're a scientist and I'm just some lowly bystander, but maybe you shouldn't give toxic waste to your already genetically enhanced spiders. Maybe that's why they got so big and violent in the first place. But again, that's just me. Do whatever you think is right. Anyway, Dash comes back and he jumps over the ridge that he couldn't jump over in the beginning to complete his character arc. Yay! And now that he did that, he can bang Vanessa Williams.
Yeah!
Yay. Dash leads the spiders near the toxic splooge and the army dudes stun them in place. But now they fight over if they should kill the spiders or just keep them stunned so Professor Asshat can keep experimenting on them.
Can you imagine what the press is going to do with this story?
The press is not going to know anything about this.
Excuse me?
This is beyond top secret. No one knows about this program, and no one ever will.
If you think about it, maybe the scientific researchers are the real villains, and only after multiple viewings can you pick up on this subtle detail, or nope, they just upfront tell you.
Yeah, just like you protected all those people back at the lodge, right? Kind of makes you wonder who the enemy is, doesn't it?
Mr. Dash.
You know what? Forget it. Because I'm a civilian now. And I don't have to listen to this crap anymore.
And are completely forthcoming with this information. Great. So now Dash gets mad and calls up Skier Bro number 2, and he tells them to blow them up, and holy shit, they really do have a cannon. I mean, it looks more like a really large water pipe with a binocular on it, but in this film's universe, this ski resort just has a cannon.
Just like Hiroshima.
After the explosion, Dr. Spider Simp gets all butthurt and trips on some snow and rolls down the slope right into a spider?
Shoot it. What about the professor? He's already dead.
Wait, I thought they just blew them up. Why is there a spider alive down there? So, okay, one thing I forgot to mention, partly because it doesn't really add to the plot in any way whatsoever, is that the whole time these army dudes keep the Black Widow in a crate, and for whatever reason the spider looks 20 times bigger than it did during the rest of the movie. The crate makes it seem like the spiders are as big as a car, but throughout the film we've seen that these spiders are only as big as a human torso. Dash walks up to this crate of confusion and tries to kill the Black Widow with a pistol. Okay, but before he can do anything, more army dudes show up. But this old cowboy gets out of a snow machine and tells Dash that the feds got the rest of this, and he leaves.
And just where do you think you're taking that thing?
That's none of your business, Mr. Dashel.
All right, that's cool. But what are you gonna do with the wounded?
Ambulances are on the way to take care of Dr. Mark's chemical spill. I understand he was experimenting with a lot of powerful and illegal hallucinogens.
Then Doc and Dash agree to fuck, and the movie ends.
Well, I guess I can still rip, huh? Why, one of you punks want to race?
Forget it. Is skiing all you ever think about?
What else is there?
I could tell you sometime over dinner.
Only if you let me show you my scars.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So if you're gonna watch this movie, only do it once. Because like I said at the start, the charm wears off a lot after the third or fourth time. That being said, I do still love this movie a lot. A lot of people will say, well, if you think this movie sucks so much, why are you reviewing it? It's just gonna give this movie more money and exposure. Well, that's the idea. This movie deserves the time of day, and more people need to know about it. It's not good by any means whatsoever, but it's fun and entertaining, and so much better than those other dumb creature features, and 10 times better than those Sharknado films that everyone lost their shit about a few years ago. Some scenes will always stick in my head because they are just too good. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Uh-huh.